Servus from Budapest, or as people call it here, Budapest. And now the local time here is 10:30 approximately, and we've just arrived in Budapest. And here we are now, leaving Budapest International Airport, and we're going to the Kelenföld railway station. And this is the road towards the city centre of Budapest. And we'll be going to the city centre, the road towards the city centre. And this is bus number 200E, the Budapest bus. And in front of us is the traffic light. And finally, we've arrived at the Budapest Kelenföld railway station, and we're going to take the train from here to a city called Pécs, which would be a 2.5-hour journey from here. And this is our train, which would take us to the city of Pécs. And we're leaving Budapest now, heading to Pécs. These are the houses of the residents of whatever this town is called, or this suburb, whatever it is. And over there is a highway. Over there is an industrial area, if I'm not mistaken. We're crossing the fields of Hungary on our way to Pécs. We'll be passing some towns and villages, whatever they're called, and our final destination will be Pécs, which we'll arrive in 2 hours maybe. And here we are now, stopping at the town of Sarbogard, which is the first stop on this local train to Pécs. These are the inhabitants of Sarbogard. I don't know what they're called. Maybe Sarbogardians or something else. the Sarbo Guardians getting off their train at this point. This is another train. I don't know where that train goes. These are the farmlands of Hungary. Over there's someone's house, maybe. Yet again, we're crossing the fields of Hungary, and over there we could see the forest, the temperate forests of Hungary, of Magyars. Over there we could see a settlement, whatever the settlement is called, I don't know. Never been here before. And here we can see land being used for farming. This is someone's house, maybe, we don't know. Again, another house. And finally, we've arrived at the railway station of Pécs. Not really, but we're approaching. These are this is another train, God knows from which town or city. And these are the houses of the inhabitants of Pécs. Over there we could see more houses. And finally, we've officially arrived at the railway station of Pécs. And this is the city of Pécs. And here I am at the old city of Pécs. And in front of me is an old building. I don't know what that is. Over there is another old building which had been renovated for generations. This is a statue of maybe a saint, maybe a king of historical Hungary. I don't know. Over there are the shops. Yet again, I'm in this point. We're still in the old city of Pécs. And in front of us is a sign which says that this area is a pedestrian zone. Motor vehicles are prohibited from entering this area. Over there is a hair salon. Bio hair salon. Oh! It's closed now. Over there is an optician's shop. It's also closed. A bank. It's also closed because it's 9 o'clock now. And this is part of the old town, old city of Pécs. This is the main part of the old city of Pécs. These are old buildings, more old buildings, cobbled streets. This sign is a no entry sign for motor vehicles. And this magnificent building in front of me is the Belváros Jami, which used to be a mosque, which was built when the Ottomans conquered Hungary. After that, when the Habsburgs reclaimed Hungary as part of their territory, this building was converted into a Catholic parish church. Look at this, it's very magnificent. This is a sculpture of saints, maybe, I don't know. Let's get closer. These statues are statues of saints, maybe, I don't know. This magnificent building has an architecture which dates back to the Ottoman era. And over there we could see a crescent moon and a cross on the dome. This magnificent building is a unique building because of this symbolism. This area of the old city of Pécs is called Király utca or Király Street. Today it's a shopping street and also a street full of restaurants and cafes. You never know, this is the old city of Pécs. We're now still in the old city of Pécs. Only a very few people are out and about because it's nearly 10 o'clock. Over there is a shop. Yes, sir? Over there is what street? I don't know. Whatever that street is called. Yet again, we're still in the city of Pécs. And this is an old building. I don't know what that is, but I know this old building has been renovated for generations.
Forduljon jobbra.
Over there is a shopping centre. And this is the main street in the old city of Pécs. And this is a kebab shop, shawarma or doner kebab or gyros, whatever they call it. And this is the shop. Last night I was in this point, and today I just realized that this building in front of me is a synagogue. As you can see from the Hebrew writing. Over there is the access to the car park for the shopping centre. Over there is an old building. Over there is a statue of maybe a saint or a king. I don't know, a king for the old Hungarian kingdom. This magnificent building in front of me is the Kasim Pasha Mosque, and now it has been converted into a church. In the 16th century, when the Ottomans conquered Hungary, this mosque was built. Then in the 18th century, when the Habsburgs reclaimed this part of Hungary as their land, this building was converted into a Catholic parish church. These are the old buildings of the old city of Pécs. This is another old building. This is the cobbled streets of the old city of Pécs. As we know already, this is the main part of the old city of Pécs. We're passing this magnificent building, which is called the Kasim Pasha Mosque, Belvaros Jami, which is now a church, a Catholic parish church. And we're going this way, towards the west. This is a pedestrian zone in the old city of Pécs. If you look over there, there's a sign which says that this area is a pedestrian zone closed to motor vehicles. Over there we could see a woman watering the plants here near the Belvaros Jami. This is an information signboard about the building called the Belvaros Jami. The city of Pécs fell in Ottoman hands in 1543. The Turkish mainly built mosques, schools and baths in the newly conquered city. During their wide-scale urban reconstruction works, they converted the churches into mosques. The famous 17th century traveller Aulia Celebi reached into Pécs during his journeys in Hungary and notes in his travel journal that the city has 17 houses of prayer. In the middle of the 17th century, around 8 until 10 mosques could possibly have functioned in the city. In the 18th century, when the Habsburgs regained control of this area, this mosque have been converted into a Catholic parish church. These are the architectural designs of this mosque. It looks like the designs from the Great Mosque of Córdoba in Spain. This is the view of the old city of Pécs. This is still part of the old city of Pécs. These are old buildings, and we could still see the Belvaros Jami over there. These are the keys. These keys are kept here when a couple promised to love each other and leave their keys here. As you can see here from the heart symbol, It el holas bello. I don't know what this means. This is another old building which has been renovated for generations. This is a bunker. I don't know what bunker is this. Sobod Fogos, which I don't know what this means. This is a sewer, as I could smell. It's a toilet, unused toilet. And here we can see the magnificent Pécs Cathedral. And this is another old building. Over there is a glass structure, which you have to be careful not to tread on it. And this is the old Christian cemetery, which has been here since the Roman era, since the 2nd century AD. The cemetery is below us. And this is the magnificent Cathedral of Pécs. And over there is an old building which has been renovated for generations. I don't know what that building is. Over there is the bell tower of the cathedral. Another bell tower. Over there is a monument. We could see a cross above the monument. This is another old building. I don't know what that is. These are statues of saints, maybe. Over there is still part of the old city of Pécs. This is the information board about the Borbokan, which gives us information about the Borbokan and the town wall. At the time of King Stephen, the east-west main road of Pécs was situated on the route of the present Marianus Pannonius Báthory streets, north of which the ecclesiastical centre, founded in 1009 and including the cathedral and the fortress, was built on the grounds of the early Christian cemetery. After the devastating offensive of the Mongolians in 1241 until 42, the bishop may have strengthened his own residence and walled the monasteries of the monastic orders which settled in the area of the town. This wall was used to protect the cathedral and the monasteries surrounding the cathedral from Mongolian raids. This tower, called the Borbokan, which is part of the city walls, was used in the 13th century to protect this city, especially the cathedral and the monasteries surrounding the cathedral, from the raids from the Mongols. We're climbing to the top of Borbokan, and here we could see the old building from the top of the fortress. And this is the top of the Borbokan. The stairs are very steep and dangerous. And finally, we've arrived at the top of Borbokan. And here we could see the Hungarian flag. And this is the view of the city of Pécs. This, maybe, is the old monastery, a Franciscan one, maybe, I don't know. This is a monument which commemorates the victims of the Second World War. Over there, we could still see the walls of the old city of Pécs. And here we are now at the Yokovali Hosan Jami, which is a historic mosque built during the Ottoman era. And this is the statue of maybe the architect of this mosque. Unfortunately, this place is closed for now. This place is closed for the lunch break. This sign says, lunchtime, waiting 20 minutes please. And over there, maybe is the access to the tomb of Idris Baba, whoever he is. Maybe, I don't know. Unfortunately, it's closed because to get to the tomb of Idris Baba, you have to have an appointment before visiting that place. Yet again, we're in between the old buildings of the old city of Pécs. We could see the colourful buildings, which has been renovated for generations. And here we are inside the, what is this building called? Belvaros Jami, an Ottoman era mosque which was converted into a Catholic parish church by the Habsburgs, which ruled this area. And this is the memorial corner of martyrs. It's full of flowers and crosses. Again, we could see flowers and crosses. Tombstones. Another tombstone. This is the memorial chapel. And these are the candles for praying. These are the flowers. This is an image of Mary. This is the main part of this building, and here we could see an image of Jesus, Mary, and here we could see images which symbolize the Stations of the Cross. These are images of Mary. The history of this building dates back to the 13th century, when King Andrew II, upon returning from Jerusalem, brought back the right hand of Bartholomew, which was one of the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ. The erstwhile church was therefore named St. Bartholomew. It has gone through several reconstructions throughout the centuries, but has been enriched mainly with Gothic stylistic elements. The town was invaded by the Turks in 1543, and Pasha Ghazi Qasim utilising the stones of the St. Bartholomew Church, had a mosque built facing the Qibla, which is facing Mecca, facing the Kaaba. The Kaaba is the holiest site in Islam, where Muslims face for fixed daily prayers, for Salah. In the 18th century, after the expulsion of the Turks, the Jesuits converted the mosque into a Baroque-style Catholic parish church. When the Turkish minaret was taken down in the 18th century, a domed Baroque sanctuary was built and a bell tower was raised on the northwestern side of the church dome. Here we could see an image of Mary. Over there we could see a crucifix. Above we could see a crucifix, and underneath we could see the Kalima Tawheed, which says there's no God but Allah and Muhammad is his messenger. These are the images of the angels. We're leaving Pécs now and we're heading to Budapest. We're inside this local train and it would take us 2.5 hours to Budapest. We're approaching the third stop for this train, which is the town of Sarbogard. And after this stop will be our stop, which is Budapest Kelenföld, a major railway station in the city of Budapest. And finally, we've arrived in the city of Budapest, or to be precise, the railway station of Kelenföld. And that's it for now. See you in the next series.